And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead.
The kicker on.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Got him. Escaping the pressure right. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. The numbers for him from a week ago, 15 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
He's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Looking to throw. Got him. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 24. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
3. First down, Giants.
And to give this time to the tailback. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, got it. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. Oh, and Lewis lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll run on first down. Hopkins, and he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At the 34.
The numbers there for Whitaker in last week's ball game. 8 catches, 84 yards, and a touchdown.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try to find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
41. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a give right side. It's Hopkins. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 2.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jets 7, Giants nothing.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Back to throw here. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time. And sneak attack. They're going to run for it. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now a throw here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets will extend their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Giants take over first.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun. Gordon. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Giants.
Giants.
A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed. Because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's in his zone, second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This caught by Carlson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Right back to him on 1st down. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
2nd and 5.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 8-yard line.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 28. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. And time finally runs comes out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. So they dial up the blitz on 3rd and inches. It pays off.
And frankly, they were probably dialing up a run blitz, expecting him to run it in that situation. But instead, they end up back at the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 1st down, got him. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Got him. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, got him, flush to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Down the numbers, there he goes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Point after, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off right around the 43. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
For number 28.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
10 yards to go.
They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is indeed good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we reach halftime. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
Giants 6.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To throw on second down. Got him. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, got him. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 37. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive in the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. We'll check on his status when we get back. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Brings up third.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carlson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Touchdown from 6 yards away. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
3-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gordon. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Gordon escaping the pressure right. And Ginn's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Let's go now. Bravo 80. Warriors 17.
Throwing on 1st down. Gordon flushed out right. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
They're going to try and run. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. On 1st down, it's Hopkins. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not. Seen that much today.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now a man open down the middle of the field. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And that is incomplete.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3 and out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York ready to go again offensively. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
7 on the play.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Gordon. And he fires one incomplete.
The pass intended for number 43. Incomplete.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
10 yards to go.
To throw on 3rd down. Gordon. This is caught. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
The end of the third.
Back now here on EA Sports.
34.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. It's the Giants with possession of the foot, and he is in. Touchdown, Giants.
Giants.
A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the 1st half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in how their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the 1st half, it gets ugly in the 2nd half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Hopkins. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run.
At their own 25-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
A throw over the middle, taken in. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Gordon. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Operating from the gun, Gordon. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
The pass.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
To throw on 2nd down, Gordon. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hopkins. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Hey, 96 is coming. We don't like 96. Here we go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down now. It's Hopkins. He'll have a first down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line. Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.